So this is Harry Watling after Maidenhead 2, Ebbsfleet 1. What's your take on that, Harry?
Look, we've had 3 games together now, and I think I've seen a little bit of everything. I've seen potentially why we are where we are, but I've also seen why we could be a little bit higher. Tonight was nowhere near the level that I expect. I felt the team in the first half probably carved open one really, really good chance, which on another day we bury and we get it in. And then we concede a similar goal to what we have in the last couple of weeks. We're a little bit open on transition. Again, we want to be a possession-based team. So I have to look at that. The penalty, I need to watch it back if I'm honest. But I know the referee didn't give it. I know the linesman give it. But I don't want to make a call either way on that because I haven't watched it back. So I don't want to be unfair to the official. I also don't want to be unfair to my players. But look, we got it wrong tonight in general. I thought we was a yard off all over the pitch. And obviously we had the consolation goal at the end was a little bit too late. So look, we'll take our medicine. I'm not going to stand here and make up stories. We'll take our medicine and we'll get together as staff tomorrow and have a look at it, and then we've got to prepare for a massive game again at the weekend.
You say we got it wrong, not just the players. Did you get it wrong in your plan for the game?
I will always take responsibility while it's my team. You'll notice I will do my best to step away from it if we win. But when we lose, I'm the leader of the group, so I have to take that on the chin. So I wasn't really happy with what it looked like after 15-20 minutes. I thought we had a fair amount of the ball, but they had a lot of territory. They was kicking it behind us a lot and winning a lot of firsts and seconds. We tried to get out, but we was playing a lot of straight balls through the middle of the pitch. We tweaked it at half time and it didn't have the desired effect. So again, I have to own that and take that one on the chin.
Are you hindered in any way with injuries? I mean, because it seems like 1 or 2 players are missing tonight. Did that affect your thinking about the side you selected?
Well, listen, if we had a fully fit squad, it would look different. But I don't want to use that as an excuse, because the guys that we have in the building that are fit, it's an opportunity for them, and they're learning every day. We've been together now 2 weeks. It is a process, and a process of growing, I think, is going to hurt us a little bit. But once we get out the other side, I'm positive that we can start to play our football, start to win games, start to look a little bit more solid. And then the guys that are due to come back in will come back in.
You said to me last week that you're going to give everybody a chance that's in the building. They've all got a clean start under your management. Are you learning anything about anybody that's playing them in or that's playing them out? Are you beginning to form ideas about players that you've got under your control? Yeah,
I think naturally you'll start to form opinions. You give everybody an equal opportunity. That's important. We had quite a young bench tonight as well, which you see young Elijah making an appearance on the bench as well. Ultimately, the team will always pick itself on performances in training and in games. I have to make 1 or 2 tough decisions, but usually you'll look at what your eyes won't lie to you. So people are putting in performances at the moment where I'm saying, okay, I want more. I'm demanding more. Tonight, I've just spoken to the group in there. I've been really honest with them. I think our fans deserve my honesty to our players, particularly coming, travelling here around the M25 to get to here on a Tuesday night. They deserve a minimum for me to be honest with our players and tell them what I think and tell them where we could have done better.
I think some of the fans' reaction was it looks in some ways as though the team's gone backwards a little bit. Is it a case for them that they've maybe got to relearn a few things under your style, which is different to perhaps the previous manager?
Well, listen, they pay their money, so they're entitled to their opinion. I've got no problem with that at all. I mean, look, we got the first win of the season a couple of weeks ago, and that certainly wasn't a backward step, it was a forward step, because you just have to look at the table. I have to be really measured with my opinions on everything, and like I say, when you're growing, that process can be painful at times. So again, my answer, I don't want to come across like I'm sitting on the fence at all. My answer is that we might have to take 1 step back to take 3 steps forward. I'm willing to do that in order for us to progress.
Coming up on Saturday, you've got the 5:30 kick-off against Oldham Athletic, who are probably one of the sides that want to be in the playoffs at the end of the season, so they're strong, we know that. Are you going to have a squad that's going to be stronger in terms of people coming back from injury? I don't want to know specifics, but are you going to have maybe a better selection problem to deal with on Saturday?
I think it will be very similar. I think it'll be very similar to tonight. We've got 2 or 3 key players, as you keep mentioning, that are a little bit of a way away from where we want to be, but we have to just patch it up, and we have to attack Saturday night as a cup final. And every game is a big game. You don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on each game, but we have to win the game. We're at home. We need our fans to come out. We need our fans to be positive and get behind the team. But we've got to give a performance in order for the fans to get behind the team. I don't think it can always be you're expecting them to perform when it's not happening on the pitch. So we've got to give them something to cheer about.
And that's the first of 2 home games. The next one the following weekend against Rochdale, another big side with big ambitions. But I mean, every game for you now this season is as you say, it's a cup final.
Well, and this is the thing. So you come in, you take the job, bottom of the league, no win all season. You get your first win, and all of a sudden everything's rosy, and then reality sets in, and that's the realistic nature of football. You're never as bad as people say you are. You're never quite as good as you think you are. You're normally somewhere in the middle. So we've got to look at things, and we've got to own it, and we've got to get better.
You've said you've been around now for a couple of weeks, and you've had success, you've had defeats. How does the job look to you now that you're in it, you're doing it, you've rolled your sleeves up, you're in the middle of it? I mean, how do you feel about it?
Oh, listen, I'm going to go and meet it head on. I'm coming for it. I'm coming for the challenge. I'm here to take this team out of where they are and look upwards. It's going to be a tough job. I've brought in brilliant staff that are here and ready to go to war against that challenge, and that's what we'll do. We'll attack it.
And if anybody's not with you in the same programme, they get left behind.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.